What's up, fam? It's all clouded here. First of all, I gotta say, excuse me if I cough or anything like that, because I'm still sick. But as you guys just seen, I finally maxed out the cooldown of Black Hole. Dun, 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 dun. Why is that so important to me? Because when I first downloaded this game, I couldn't find any. I didn't even know there was a Discord. I should have known. You literally, if you don't know where to find Discord, I didn't even know, but it's right here. You just tap on that. But I actually went around all of Zerdan's, I think that's how you pronounce it, how you pronounce his name. Sorry if I butchered it, but I went through a whole bunch of his videos, kept asking, where's the community Discord? Where's the Discord? Is there anybody got a Discord? Oh my god, no. How am I going to find out where the Discord is? And I didn't even know it was literally right there. So if you don't know, now you know. You're welcome. If you do know, you already know. So why was unlocking 2 black holes so important to me? Wasn't for the crowd control, wasn't to have a constant 11x multiplier for anything killed. It was purely because I think it looks mean. When I first seen it, and I seen his tower sometime last year when I first started, I thought it looked so dope, and I was like, how the hell do I get that thing? And when I unlocked Black Hole around Christmas, I spent the last 3 months trying to pretty much max it. So for myself, that's a massive milestone. Before we get into the stats, let's look at where we're at. So tournaments, we're back in Legends. Did we stay in Legends? Hell no. So we got an abysmal 55 waves. It was absolutely brutal. I can't believe it. I thought I was going to get 100. I didn't realize it was that rough up there for the big dogs. But last week's tournament, we got a rank 4 and we got 1,000 waves. So champs now is just absolutely smooth sailing. I wouldn't say cruisy, because sometimes you can get some dumb battle conditions. But it was absolutely cruisy. When it comes to the rank wise, I think top guy might have got maybe 500 waves more. And there's a couple other fellas that were, had some rankings, or their highest rank was a bit lower to stay in Legends. But I think they kind of just sandbagged, probably got sick of going to and fro. What I do feel like doing, though, is if I'm going to keep seesawing, if that's the right word, rubber banding, maybe? If I keep rubber banding in between champs and Legends, I'd actually like my Legends run to be done during the week. Reason why is because it's only going to be like 50 waves. And I'd rather do the 1,000 waves or something like that on the weekend when I got a bit more time. It kind of mucks up my schedule. Me and my son got to go to the gym, all that sort of stuff. I don't want to be trying to do a tournament midweek. But yeah, so we're back in here. I'm sure you guys have already seen this tab. But even if we miserably fail, which we're going to do, still get a free 120 stones. That's the good thing. Is it enough to buy anything? No, not really. But that's us on the tournament front. 1,000 waves. Pretty stoked with that. This thing, I bought this pack. I never buy any of these. I don't think I ever bought one. The only reason why I bought it is I wanted that. You all know what it looks like. It's coins. This is also pretty suave attack speed. I mean, honestly, when it comes to this, because I know people are like, oh my god, no, why are you doing this? Honestly, I don't even really think it's all that bad. I've spent thousands on gacha games. I do not feel like spending thousands on this game. I love this game, but I'm kind of over spending tons of money on games. But I'm just kind of used to the whole battle pass system. What I would say, if they were smarter, rather than charging you for this and all you get is a couple relics, well, it's not all that you get, because it's still something. Relics are awesome, but I reckon they should have zhuzhed it up and added in a little bit more. If they added in a little bit more of something, say if it was like 150 stones or 100 stones or just something like that, I think they would have had a lot more success, that people would opt into buying it. I don't know, that's just my thoughts. I don't really care. What I am happy about is that, to this point, they haven't monetized anything to do with the guild system that I can see. I can't see any way that people can buy up into it. It's pretty much determined by your missions. That's standard stuff that we all do anyway. So the good thing is that there's no sort of, I don't know, competitive advantage if you spend money here. So first of all, to the homies and homettes. So these are all the fams. There's all the fams that joined us, joined the crew. So big shout out to the fams. I'm pretty happy with how the whole guild situation is. Like, if we go over here, people are talking. They're answering a few questions and stuff. Quite a few people watch the videos and that, which is massive. Massive love to the fam out there, to the cloud of fam. There are a few, I did say to some of the guys or girls, whatever you are, he, she, neither, neither. I did say to a couple of the fams that if you did have any questions, I'd answer it. So I'm just going to have a little dig, and hopefully anybody that's watching, they might, say, here's a perfect example right here. I asked him, is it okay to unlock the wall while in Blender? Now, the thing when it comes to a lot of things to do with the tower, and this is where a lot of people get it wrong, and especially in the Discord and that, is too many people give advice based on where they're at or hurdles that they had to overcome. But the main thing when looking at the tower is when somebody says, should I do this? Is this the best way? What option would you take? Etc, etc. The best thing that you have to keep in mind is it depends. There's so many variables when it comes to this game that it depends. So if we go back to the question, is it okay to unlock wall while in Blender build? It depends. What are we at? What level are we? There's so much that goes into it that I think that to utilize this chat feature a little bit more, or the guild system, we should be able to click onto people. Here we go. Not singling anybody up, but we should be able to push a button or something and we can see their workshop. How cool would that be? See the ultimate weapons in that. You're not doing it to random people that you're in a tournament with. You're actually doing it with your guildies. Well, that's what I reckon. So I'm just going to have a quick scroll through here. Maybe I'll be able to have a look at, wow, damn, the fam's going hard. So I'll just pause it and we'll see if we find any questions. So first question, are guild tokens shared? No. So you unlock your daily missions and you get your guild tokens up the top. The only thing that's shared, I'd say, is the community effort, the guild effort. Here's another question. Any tips for coin farming? This is a perfect example of it depends. Depends on your ultimate weapons. It depends on your playstyle. Most likely, we'll look at the homie. Homie's in platinum, so definitely on his way. Or Psycho, the brother Psycho Ben is definitely on his way. So I'd most likely say in platinum, you're probably going to be doing some sort of blender style. So it'll all come down to your runs. It'll come down to investing in econ. Don't be so hung up on getting stuck purely in econ, and also don't be so stuck on investing purely in EHP, like a lot of people will say, you say, hey, I farm this tier, I do this, I do X, Y, Z. What do you suggest? And people will go, just do econ, don't do anything else. You're like, that's cool, but how are you going to kill anything in a tournament? Or they'll say, why are you investing in damage? You should only look for EHP because blenders and orbs kill everything. Yep, that's true. Orbs and your thorns do kill everything, but you still got to kill elites. And especially in tournaments, you got to kill bosses and that. Just over here, the fams are talking about lab. Unlocking labs for your gems is absolute priority. There is nothing more important than unlocking all your lab slots. No modules, no cards, no nothing. Save up and get that 5th lab slot. Another question here. What's going on? Another question here. Does Orb Devo need the wall? No, it doesn't. A lot of us didn't start with the wall. And even if you get to the stage of the wall, so Orb Devo without the wall requires minimal investment. You just need either multiverse nexus for your ultimate weapons or have them in a natural sync. And just get the right formula for your thorns. I'm trying to think of what I did. I might have did 30% or something like that. I can't remember. It's been a while, but no, you don't require the wall. And when you do get to the wall, and I've just suggested, go look at the pain in some of my episodes. I think it's over here, episode 1 to 4, and you can see all the struggles that I went through as I transitioned to adding in the wall. And this is a question that I've seen pop up a few times. So it is about the packs. So the packs that we're referring to is, the packs that we're referring to, where's the shop? Are these ones. And you absolutely, if you plan on hanging around, say longer than 6 months, you must buy these packs. And the faster you buy them, the better. I'll give you a quick little, I don't know. I mean, it's common sense, yes, obviously at 3x's, 2x's, 1.5x is your coin income. But you have to think about it this way. If your coin is 1x, and then let's say you do 1 hour, you've obviously got 1 coin. But if you add a 3x multiplier to it, then you're essentially 3 timesing. So you have to think about this game as time. This is where I think a lot of people get confused about the way that this game works. We're all limited by how many real hours are in a day. That's why people that are, been playing the game longer, you're never going to catch them. Just say none of you are spending at all, you're never going to catch them. And if they stop spending, you'd have to spend a butt ton of money to catch up to them, because they always have that multiplier on the time that's against you. We're all limited by time. So if this now equates to the equivalent of 3 hours work, and then you go this, boom, boom, boom. The faster you do this, or if you intend on spending on the game, you're best to do it right from the start and then dump it all in. Now, I know it sounds crazy because sometimes we don't know, it's a new game, all the other rest, but the faster you spend, especially on economy, the better you are, because everything snowballs and it stacks on top of each other. Here's a good question here. It is about syncing. So if you're running Multiverse Nexus and for your ultimate weapons, and then Autism Ability, great name, wants to know about syncing it with the bot. So if you go on computer, go God damn it, somebody, if you can, please share the link. But there's a tool that was designed by a member of the community that everybody uses, and it's a multiverse nexus tool. And then you can input the cooldowns, the grade or level of your multiverse nexus, and it will give you the calculated cooldown. And then all you have to do is, by using your lab or using metals, adjust the cooldown of your golden bot and then get it to sync in. Keep in mind you can't use Galaxy Compressor if you're going for golden bot sync. Here's another question. Finally got Multiverse Nexus to Legendary. Any suggestions on substats? Legendary, what's that? That's the yellow one. Mythic's the red one. So the cooldowns and the duration substats are pretty low. I think they're only a couple seconds. What I opted for is I opted for black hole size, so I didn't have to spend as much stones. I'm now getting to the point where we're going to have to put stones into it. So I put black hole size. I put G2 bonus. And then I think a good one would be spotlight angle, especially if you've got 3 beams. I've only got 2 beams, so I just haven't even really bothered. I'm actually just waiting to get one more copy of Nexus, and then I'll probably re-roll. But that's pretty standard. Just look for, you definitely want this, especially if you're devoed. Now here's a really good question. Now this is where I still to this day get myself tied up, so I'm not trying to preach like I know everything, and there's people that know way more than me. But here's a great question. So we're saving up for the 5th, or we'll be having a stab at the 5th ultimate weapon. Would you rather sink your GT to black hole or get death wave if it's the 5th ultimate weapon? So here's some stats. The G2 bonus looks like it's at 8.3. I'm assuming if you're talking about sync, you're talking about natural sync. So this is another thing of it depends. Because are we talking about natural sync? Do you have a multiverse nexus? You know, we can go on for ages, but 8.3, I'll probably bump this up. I think it's like, because it's low hanging fruit, maybe take it up to 10. I can't remember how many clicks it was. Somebody told me, but it's something like that. It ends up being around the 10 or 11 mark. 27 duration. It looks like your black hole's 27 with the perk. Eventually you want to get that the duration, both of them. It's good that they're in sync for farming runs, but eventually you want to get the duration up. I got suggested slowly creep it up to 40-second mark, and that is just to try to help yourself with protectors. I think there's something like that, like as long as it's over, somebody might be able to put it in the comment section, but I would, first thing I'd look at, assuming that you don't have natural sync, but you're using Multiverse Nexus, so it's giving it some form of sync. If you don't have Multiverse Nexus and it's out of sync, I'd probably go for getting those in sync first, because Death Wave's all goods. Yeah, it helps with health, it helps with cells and that, but that the GT plus black hole is the main powerhouse. The Death Wave, so GT plus black hole is like the meat and veg. The Death Wave helps, like, it's the seasoning, it's the vegetables, it's the garnish that helps it off. Same with Spotlight and that. But yeah, this is another case of it depends, but I'll pick up the low hanging fruit. I'll get that bonus up. Maybe you could get a few more seconds on the duration for both of them. And then, yeah, when it comes to Death Wave, like 5th ultimate weapon, what's that? That's like maybe 800 stones. Is it something like that? 800 stones isn't that much, but 800 stones is heaps when you're only earning, say, 30 stones or something like that. So I feel your pain, and I know the struggle that you're going for. The good thing with Deathwave is you can get the lab started, you can get the health bonus. So it kind of depends on what you value more. I would say if you've got Multiverse Nexus, I would just wait and get Deathwave. So you're going to kind of hurt yourself in the interim, the gains that could be made, but you'll pick them up later. And then Multiverse Nexus would sink them in. If you don't have Multiverse Nexus, I would say go natural sync. I'm just saying what I would do. It might not necessarily be the right thing, but I would go for the natural sync, and then I would leave Deathwave at, so the ratio would be, off the top of my head, it's been a while, but for every 5 times when the GT black hole goes off, I think you'll get 1 times the Deathwave added into it. So it's like a partial sync. So I would get these two synced, and then just let this run partial until you have enough stones to just drive the cooldown to sync it. That would be one option. Or if you've got Multiverse Nexus, maybe just save up for it and pick it up so you can get the cell bonus and the health bonus. The health bonus is huge, especially in Devo. It's all about health. All right, so that's some of the questions. So guild contributions, I think quite a few people are in this boat. I've seen a number of people who have gotten the final box. Boom, 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 boom. A few people are in this boat where we've opened up boxes and stuff, which is cool. It is what it is. It's to be expected. We do have a few Legends players and people that are doing well in Champions in this guild. So probably as like weeks go on, everybody gets more familiar with the system. It'd have to be quite a bit strict on, I don't know what you'd call it, participation or contribution, just so, other players aren't missing out. I can't just think for myself now. I've got to think for, or take into consideration the other 30 people that are a part of the guild. So we'll just track that, see how it goes. Guardian, don't have it unlocked. For the store, I got this background. I don't even know if I was supposed to go for these first, but my basic idea is I go for this one, then I would go for this one, and then I'd go for, what is it? Either, I suppose. What's the math? Is the math mathing? I think it ends up being equal. Probably just this one, and then this one. And then eventually we'll look at these, and then also the guardianship. I mean, this looks dumb, bro. One target, what's that gonna do? But I bet eventually they get OP. It's kind of like a longer term strategy. Boom. Take another one. Milestones, haven't done anything. Workshop. I think the only thing in the workshop is we've picked up a couple skips. So what's our skips at? What the hell is going on? So our skips are at 245. What's this at? 430. I think a little bit in war health. 1070. And then a little bit more enhancements. Can't remember what I used to have them at, so this is what it's at now. And then obviously we're going to have a tournament. So that's how we're sitting now. Wow, the next one, 10 trill. Cards, dumb. Nah, I mean, they're powerful. They're powerful as shit. I mean, but it's dumb. There's no gacha element to it, which is mean because you're guaranteed progression out of it. But as far as pulling it for years or letting it rip, there's nothing exciting about it because the outcome all ends up the same. Modules, I think I did pull a couple random things, got absolutely I did get a death penalty, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I'm probably actually going to do what Jay Plays suggested. He posted a video and he suggested that it'll be good to start saving gems as far as like what a baseline goes. So I'm thinking if pity, what's pity at? Still says 150 purchases, but I'm pretty sure on the update they said 100, which would be, 10 rips a 10, 200 a pull. So I'm thinking I might have to make my baseline somewhere around 4K, which is real painful. But the reason why is because when a rotation comes around, if it comes to something like a DS or something, a galaxy compressor or something, then I know that at least, you're not even guaranteed it. Well, I know that I'd have a higher chance of pulling galaxy compressors or multiverse nexus or something like that. So I'm thinking I'll still have to figure out what to do on that front. And for the labs, what are we doing at the moment? Just more EHP stuff, eh? It's more EHP stuff. I'm catching up on the bottom lab, this one here. Catching up on that. I'm just going to sign it off. War regen, etc., etc. Oh, I forgot what I didn't show. I just showed the history and I forgot to pull up my stats. So there's nothing exciting in here, guys. I'm not going to lie. Some recovery package chance, re-rolls. What did I get the re-rolls up to? Re-rolls up to 60? So that's not bad. So we can take a pause. Warfort, 32. I was going to take it to 35. I might take it to 40. Lab speed. Oh yeah, we're just finishing off the standard perks, but I did forget to pull up the stats. So this is where we are at. Stats. Boom. So started here. My lifetime. So almost at 150 trill. My lifetime stones. Haven't bought a stone pack, and I can't even remember the last time I bought a stone pack. Here's my researchers, 990. Interested to know what the max is, because they do keep, I suppose it's hard to tell because they keep adding in, extra labs and stuff like that after they do updates. But here's where it gets a little bit more interesting, fam. So, this is a Devo run. This is a Devo run. So these are my standard earnings for a Devo run. This is generally like, even if I get a bad pick of perks, it might be like 2.5 trill. This is a blender run, but set up so that the black hole's perma. So I'm very close to what my Devo runs are. Does this mean that I'm going to, move to blender or move to that strategy? Probably not. I mean, like, I need the coins. Everybody needs coins. I specifically set my tower up so I could autopilot long runs in Devo. So yeah, probably not. But I tell you what, because it's such a milestone, I'm probably just gonna spend a week. Just a week. Like, honestly, since I got those things perma, I've just been staring at it. Like, I can't help it, man. I wanted it for so long, and as soon as I got Black Hole, and I think it's because Black Hole was my 6th ultimate weapon, so because it took so long to get it, and then as soon as I got it, I was so happy. It was like, honestly, like a week before Christmas. It was like Christmas came early. I was fizzing out. And then as soon as I got it, I was like, I want to be like Zeradin, and by then I was already looking at stuff in Discord and people would post, and then I found other YouTubers, and that's all I ever wanted since I was a little girl, was to get 2 perma black holes. So the next massive milestone, that was a massive milestone. Is it viable to farm in? Probably not, and I'm probably not going to farm that way, but I might have a week where I'm just chilling with it, just chilling, fam. But the next major milestone is going to be Perm, black hole with multiverse nexus. That's my next massive milestone that I'm chasing. And there's really only one or two after that. So, permanent black hole with multiverse nexus. I don't even know if I'll get that by the end of the year, but that's my next target. So that's the next one that I'll be fizzing out over. So, thanks for tuning in. If you like what you see, don't forget, like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, keep it cloudy.